Hello, picked up some interesting little Dungeons and Dragons-y type role-playing materials books recently, so I thought I'd just share them and just talk about what I've got, why I've got it, because it's of interest. Starting out with this Ossarium book, which has how many beasts? 43 beasts in there, and it's essentially a module that allows you to just pick and choose some really strange and interesting monsters. I really like the production value of this with this sort of glossy treatment and the mono black and white art. It does have a kind of a map in there with some bounties, so you could do a sort of a bounty creature hunting type thing. It doesn't have a specific setting, so you could drop that in anywhere, or instead of actually doing the sort of bounty approach, you could just drop any of these beasts into your own game, and they're really kind of creative and interesting, really nice art. Again, it's worth it just for some of the artwork in here is brilliant, and the creatures have interesting backgrounds and details. Like this thing has a snakeskin sorcery, so it can shed a skin, and when it sheds a skin and leaves it behind, you can it gets more armor, more damage reduction, more thicker skin and armor. And of course, once you've slain the beast, you can claim the bounty, and there's a way that it says here that you can make some armor from it, and you gain the same armor bonus as the beast had, depending on how many levels it shed. And the stat blocks are all your classic old school, although it does say compatible with Mork Borg. You could use this with any old school essentials or old school D&D. Some things have a kind of a horror feel, like breathing Scarball here. Sort of Trumpish kind of look to it with its stance, although I wouldn't want to associate it with something so low as a Trump, but at least interesting horror style. And the other thing about that artwork on the front cover, it does continue this sort of treatment on some of the pages. You've got a rainbow gloss effect on this crystalline creature there. Again, just nice touch. And yeah, some of the stuff has really good in-depth kind of encounter materials and interesting things going on. So yeah, I'll certainly be picking and choosing from there. Nice book to add to the collection. Then I've got some Pixies. I was running, I think it's Hounds of Tennenberg, which is a OSE style game, which was written by the Merry Mushmen. And this, one of the characters in their encounters was a pixie called Hootenanny, a drunken, almost permanently drunken pixie, or at least drunk when they found her. And she joined the party, and I realised I didn't have a pixie, so I ordered these. So next time I come back to run that game with the group, I'll have a pixie at the ready. And can I get close up on this? Yes, I can. You can see they have those sort of plastic wings, so I'd probably use something that gives me a transparent ink or something on the wings. A couple of different colours to sort of give them a interesting look. Might do one green. Probably do them in different colours, a green, brownish, foresty browns, and then maybe something a bit brighter, purple gear. Interestingly enough, on the back, it doesn't look like they've used the transparency on any of the wings. They've just done a matte paint on it. So why make the models with the transparency on the wings when you're not going to use it? I'll use it when I do it around to doing those. And the last but not least is this Mork compatible reference cards. If I go back to desktop, nice solid box set, slip style box. It actually has some barely readable text on the side, so you can see what the materials are in here, and it has all the card references and details. And yeah, nice box. It looks like basically it's every item out of the Mork Borg books that they've produced. So as you can see, thick old collection of cards in there, and they're the tarot card size, which is nice too. And yeah, you've got various weapons. Get that out of the way. I can bring these down to the right height. Bolts, 10 bolts per set to kill lots of things. So yeah, there's various other items on there. light armor, heavy armor. There's a kind of guide in here to creature combat. I haven't read the details in the little pamphlet. There is a pamphlet in the box over here. I haven't got to that yet. I have just looked at the reference cards and various items with values on there. Everything from sort of lantern oil, which is all your standards, manacles, meat cleavers, medicine boxes, muzzles, noose, oil lamp, poison. So it obviously has that Mork Borg kind of dark gothic-y feel to it. And in addition to those sort of just standard cards, it has, what else has it got here? Oh, just a lot more items really. And I think they're double-sided. Yeah, so basically Filthy Fingersmith, it's an ability. Okay, so they've got abilities on here as well, so character abilities as much as the actual weapons and things as well. Yeah, it matches the type of character. So this is Wretched Royalty, and they can have this Barbarista, the Incredible Horse, and it tells you a little bit of lore about it on the back. So nice artwork. I like the style. I love the style of this, sort of the pink and yellow layout and design on this. A crucifix, red poison, southern frog stew, vomit for 4 hours, pass a DR14, or you can do nothing else. Yeah, so lots of interesting materials and bits and pieces on there. And just about everything card reference wise from the book. And it does have, from the Mork Borg role-playing book, it does have a quick guide here as well. I think, did it say page 15 that it had the rules? No. I was just looking to see whether I could find anything about those creature combat rules, that if there was anything special. Oh, I haven't had a big enough dig through it. But nice sort of origins, scroll origins, weapon origins, so lots of sort of extra detail to add to a game and lore. Nice little bits of artwork tucked away in there as well. Oh, here we go. 10 offerings are demanded. Complete the events and tables below in linear order. Interesting. And yeah, tidy little journaling adventure book in there, stuffed in too. Not 100% sure what these cards are for in there too, but I don't know if it's like a, just whip one of these out randomly or something, and then you can see what you got. Like, oh, you found some scrolls. Not 100% sure. We'll have to read up further before I use them. But next time I do a Mork Borg session, I definitely tuck into these and have a look through to see whether they're handy to hand out to players. Just really nice production value on that. I like the box format, and particularly like the tarot card sized format of the cards, so they're not like those mini cards. Has that gone on? That's gone on. It's gone on right, yeah. So fantastic. Back to me. So thanks for listening in. Sorry I didn't have a lot of detail on these more board cards other than just sort of running through them, but you can see the quality that's gone into and the effort that's gone into making them. It's always nice to have some quick reference cards, and of course they call them compatible because this isn't an official Mork Borg product, but the producers of Mork Borg are very happy for people to do their own thing and produce materials and extra books and adventures and accessories like this for the game. So fantastic stuff this, and thanks for listening, and cheers, bye.